Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. When you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And a big question coming into this game was how were they going to be able to handle the environment and all the crowd noise? And the best way to do that, make a play early and get everybody to sit down. They wasted no time. Opening kickoff, what a great job in blocking. Open field running was sensational. They score a touchdown, and guys, early, I'm not hearing a lot of noise from this home crowd.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Handoff to Xavier. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's evolved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Hansen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Hard-hitting tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Mateer. It's complete on the right side. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. looking to pass inside the red zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Inside the 30. Past the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
And that's the danger on defense about playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Mateer. He'll pull it down and run. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sategna. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Here we go, ready.
Motion from the wideout. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45.
Booster, booster.
Back to throw. It's Mateer. Plucks it out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
Sweep, sweep. Ready, go!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
Ready, go, go!
Makes the grab in their space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Incomplete. That one battered away at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's third and goal. Here's Xavier Robinson. And he breaks the play. Touchdown Sooners!
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. They'll run the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a two-possession game. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 17, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Harris. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a first-and-goal situation.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Now on the move. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Lacey. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense, throwing the...
Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the field. They finally make the stop. That's gonna make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. No chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. Snags it down the right side. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Got it behind the line. It's Hansen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful.
Snags it and he's open. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Rides to the back. Nice move there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going.
Might have a chance. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he made the extra point without problem. Coming out with it, it's Sategna. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
From the gun, give on the inside. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He's going to take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Big fella moving. Touchdown Sooners! They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Open on the left side is Smith. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. How about that one? Fourth and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Touchdown, Rebels! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Rebels surge back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's the Tegna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to...
And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing... Humble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. He's brought down but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
All right, fourth quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now at quarterback and wide receiver. You're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick, and then that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, five. Ready, five. Hydro. Shift.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and falls incomplete.
Wants to throw it. Right on the money. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good, like putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
What a great play by the defense. And a play like that in this situation of the game, late, it's close, 3rd down, you gotta have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. Finding some room. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but at this point, you have to push the ball downfield a little more, David.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Check the football down. That's what they're going to give you, but we need scores. Down multiple scores. Got to push the ball down the field.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry up. In the red area, it's Robinson. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats.
Ready. Line 14. Jet. Go.
They're looking to throw on second and short. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing closed. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.